Don't listen to anything I say. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that's trying to help because there's a massive storm coming, and the more people I can help get ready, the more people that can take advantage of it. All right, guys. It is 4:50 in the morning, and I've got some news, some things that might have happened while we were sleeping. First, I want to say, before I get into this, it's talk about CEO of top consumer investment firm warns of 1975 stagflation. This came off the zero hedge. And terrible underfunded restaurant revitalization fund snubs independent restaurant owners. They kind of go hand in hand, so I'm going to give them both to you right now pretty quick. I'm going to start with the restaurant one because this is a mistake that a lot of people make. And the fact is, I really appreciate you guys liking the video and subscribing, but I think half of the people that are watching this channel are absolutely unprepared for what's coming. I think the big one's coming, and I'm going to make a video every day in the morning and try to help people, try to open some people's eyes. So if you feel like it, share this video with somebody that needs to hear it. But this is case in point. This will be on the Telegram, Financial Fitness 318. The $1.5 trillion omnibus bill just passed by Congress under the Biden administration has failed to help our restaurants who are still recovering from the effects of COVID. Now, the government has no business propping up restaurants. They have no business in the free market. Sorry. The bill did not include money for restaurant revitalization fund, according to new report by doesn't matter. One independent restaurant owner in Tennessee said he had to sell his personal belongings just to keep his bar. Here's the point. Pay attention. His bar was Love and Exile Wines. He is one of the many owners calling for Congress to add funds to the restaurant revitalization fund. We were really concerned obviously about tornado insurance and COVID. So I sold a property just to generate some cash, just to get through the first few months of the pandemic. It was kind of necessary. I just don't want to take any chances of being short on cash and have to struggle too bad through the early parts of the pandemic, not knowing we were going to be shut down and we weren't sure what kind of support we were going to get from our employees. His business surviving has been harder without financial dollars and cost incurred for his restaurant. All right, here's the deal. A really smart person taught me this. I have 4 or 5 businesses. I've got 5 businesses. Those 5 businesses get some seed money. You take some money out of your savings or whatever, wherever you can put it, and you put it in that business. You start the business. The business starts to generate income. It starts to make its own money. And you start to, it makes more money. If that business starts to fail and the money goes away, you don't take anything else from anywhere else. That business either lives or dies. Because what's going to happen, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, and this is going to happen to a lot of people. Restaurant owners, you better worry. You better start hunting some solutions. If you're barely staying afloat right now, inflation's coming, paid subscriptions are already going down, Netflix is down, Disney's down, people that are going on vacations are down. If you're in those kind of industries that can live or die if the economy has to be really good to live and it'll die if it just falls just a little bit, you better get worried. I said worried. I don't want you to be scared, but I want you to. I do want to scare some people. Sorry. I want to try to tell people that the swan flying around could make the pandemic pullback look like a walk in the park. You remember that? Everything looked so scary and there was nobody on the roads and all that. We're at war with Russia. The dollar is dying, 100%, no doubt about it. I know everybody's been saying that forever, and it's hard for people to believe it. But China, they're using the digital yuan backed by gold right now. So that is going to make the dollar, it's going to speed it up. It's going to get faster. Remember, at the end, 90% of the moves at the end. It's real fast. So, and I think we're getting into that territory. Now we're going to pull back. In the next article, you're going to hear about stagflation, and that is very, very likely. I think we're already in stagflation. It's just hard to see with all this massive quantitative easing, which is money printing. That's all that means. And as I come up on these acronyms, I'll try to explain them because I wish somebody would have done that for me when I was learning about this. But just so you know, restaurants should not be relying on the government. The government does not care if you make it. They don't care about your restaurant. They just want to keep their machine going that spits out money for them. And that's part of it. So every time they get a loan, or every time they print up some fake money, they get a ton of it, and they give a little bit to the restaurants to make them happy. Oh, I get a little bit of money. And then they peter out again. And then they have to do the same thing over and over. That's not how the economy works. That is government intervention, and government intervention never works. It is a Band-Aid that's about to, they're going to need another Band-Aid because this one's worn out. The economy's dying, guys. It's obvious to me. Okay, before I get into this one, I made a video about all the rich people, Jeff Bezos, not all the rich people, but Elon Musk. I'll put it right here, or maybe here. I don't know. It'll be right here somewhere. Click on that video if you hadn't seen it. It shows you the people that are selling their stocks. The rich people have started selling their stocks a long time ago. You got to get in front of this way ahead of time because when it happens and the population sees it, it's too late. Pow, it's gone. And you're like, oh, man. Kind of like when Bitcoin hit 64,000 and everybody's watching it go up and it was like, man, I should probably sell half. You know how many people did that? Not very many. I searched high and low and I found a few that sold. You know, there was people that bought at $9,000, $10,000, $11,000 and they sold at 60. That is really cool. And they're able to get in again when it crashes. Because I think there's a big one coming. I just don't see it any other way. And it's going to be complicated as in the market dips and people buy. And it has this, and then it dips and then people buy because we're so programmed to buy the dip. And I'm going to buy the really crazy ones that look awful. I'm not buying Google and all that FANG stocks. They're overpriced to me. I'm not messing with any of those. But if I see an oil stock go below negative, we've got to have oil, and I'm going to jump on it. My Luke Oil trade might have gone to money heaven. But that's the risk you take. That's why we make small bets, or I make small bets on big things. CEO of top consumer investment firms warns of 1970s style stagflation to return. The invasion of Ukraine and the events that followed, especially in the commodity markets, have triggered a downward revision in growth expectations amid an inflationary shock. So the economy's going to crap, and all the crap in the economy is expensive. This creates stagflation, where nothing does good and it's awful. Now, keep in mind, stagflation is hard to see with massive quantitative easing, money printing. But guys, I promised you 2 stories. I'm going to have to do the other one a little later on today because I'm out of time and I've got to go. So y'all have an awesome, awesome day. I didn't even show you my cup. I didn't rip my tag off. I forgot everything. Check out the Financial Fitness cup. They're pretty cool. It's like having a Yeti coffee cup. If I can't find my cup, I usually go and hunt the house down, search my trucks because I really like my coffee cup. If you're interested in one, I've got like 4 of them. This is one of them because it's the only ones I have engraved. So somebody's going to get a used one. Have a great day, guys. Later.